Greetings all time. Commissioner Brian, welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill. The week 8 edition? 9? What day week are we in? 9. So recaps, previews, and other things. So without further ado. Scott Sterling gets off the mat, beats Bad Dog 146 to 128, led by Des Bryant, 36 points. The only reason Des Bryant got put in the starting lineup is because Ty Montgomery got sickle cell illness. Thanks. We have Twet2 over the Sinister guy by the score of 171 to 104, and that's the worst team to ever win is Twet2. Twet2? Yep, that's what I've kind of morphed it into. Matt Ryan, 38 points, leads the way for Twet2. Davis Dynasty defeats Fat Bastard 227 to 142. Aaron Rodgers, 47 points, leads the way for the Davis Dynasty. Fat Bastard continues the season of doom. Steel Curtain over Nate, 158 to 0. Hearns 31, whatever. So I have spoken extensively with Nate. We spoke on Sunday for a good 20 minutes about his little issues. He's got stuff going on, fine. But we've addressed it. He's apologized to me for not paying attention to things despite whatever else is going on. I'm not getting into it. So I'm hoping that's going to end the issue. Let him know my side of the position, where I'm at on the whole thing. So I'm hoping that's a dead issue now, and we move on, and there's lineups being submitted, and we go from there. So that has been addressed. So I will let the league know about that. Irish Cop continues beating everybody. Beats John Boy Special People this time, 175 to 131, because no one wants to score points against John Hansen. Put a lineup in, score 180 points, and you might pull one off. Okay, that's all that. Mari Cooper, 54 points for the Irish Cop. And El Resistencia defeats Blakeham, 157 to 141. Dak Prescott's 38 points leads the way. Also gets the win with a 0 on his card as well. Is that Tevin Coleman that you must have missed something on? So there's that. Jim picks up the week 8 pick'em winner, so $1 to you. Now for week 9, as we get down to the end here. Scott Sterling, perfect is a defender. 4-4 is at the 3-5 El Resistencia. Series is tied 7-7, which dates all the way back to week 12 of 2007, which Garen won that last meeting. So the brothers battle for the first time in a while. Steel Curtain 5-3 is at the 5-3 Twet2. Jer leads the series 10-8. Roger won last year in week 1. This is also for the lead of the Homeboys division. Gets a leg up with, then, what is that, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 weeks ago. So it gets a game up on everybody, at least everybody. Minimum everybody, at least Roger. Maybe somebody else. Bad Dog, 4-4 is at the 2-6 Fat Bastard. No matter the record, throw the records out in this matchup every freaking time. So they will battle. Records mean nothing in that matchup. Chris leads the series 18-7. Larry did win last year in week 7 or 10. 2-6 Nate is at the 4-4 John Boy Special People. Nate leads the series 4-0. Weird. Week 10 last year is when they played last. Wow, didn't realize there was anybody owning dominion over anybody in the league still. We have the 5-3 Blakeham is at the 3-5 Sinister Guy from the Internet. Thomas leads the series 8-3. Jim won the week 14 matchup last year, which might have been a first round toilet bowl matchup if I'm remembering correctly. And lastly, the 8-0 Irish Cop will steamroll. Is playing against Davis Dynasty, which is 3-5. John leads the series 3-2. John won week 2 back in 2015. So that is that. Trade deadline. I'm just going to mention this because it's coming up here with kickoff of next week. Kickoff week 10 is the trading deadline. So we're down to a couple more periods here, and then that will end it for the trades. There's actually been a lot of trades, and the first trade for a draft pick just happened last week, which is interesting. So that might pick up or not. We'll see. But trade deadline, kickoff of week 10. I will mention that. Other than that, we're cruising along here. The survivor pool is down to 3 people. It was funny how Jer won the first series and then got bounced in 2 straight rounds. That was interesting to watch. And actually everybody who was eliminated got hit up in 2 consecutive games. But the rest of us are, who is left here? John Hansen, myself, and Roger. None of us have a mark against us in the second round, so this is going to go a while. So we got that going. Of course, Pick'em's still going. You get $1 credit up until week 14, but you got to, and then looking at the season, there is 3 people within 20 points, and Jim's down there another 50 points behind that. So, yeah, that's very much still playable. But there's only, looks like 6 people that have gotten involved overall. But yep, that's going. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, see you guys next week. Deuces.